There we go. And put my initials in it. And we're going to fire it from the blowgun dart. This one's slightly bigger. The dart itself is bigger. The cap is a little bigger. We'll see. Only using half of the blowgun. Try one more. That one went all the way through the bottle. See it right there. Nice. Been quite happy with these darts. This one was a little more powerful, it seems. Bigger one, bigger dart, longer dart, heavier wood. So my iron is low, my B12 is low, my D3 is low, and apparently I'm not absorbing those vitamins, and I have stomach antibodies, which means my stomach is attacking itself. It says that's common in thyroid patients. Yeah, I don't know. So doctor recommended taking some high dose vitamins to see if that fixes it up. That's why I've been getting out of breath, the low iron. So that kind of sucks. So, okay. New kind of video coming out. Not this video, the one that's coming. It's uploading right now. It's titled Camping Blue Ridge Looking for Flint. There's something in this video coming out that you guys are gonna love. What else is going on? Leah is at work. I am messing with blow darts, trying to make them as powerful as possible. This is pretty powerful. It went entirely through the plastic bottle with no damage to the point. That is Kineo rhyolite. I just napped that. That point size seems to be okay. I was testing a weaker blowgun on turkey leg. I'm gonna clip that in. And show some of the process of making it. I'm gonna clip that in as well. Just to make the video a little bit longer and you can see what I'm dealing with. I'm using pine pitch for the darts. Some more recent work just to show. Munsungen, little paleo point, Eastern Onondaga. Nice sploot on that one. And some Onondaga. Alright. I'm not going to keep this video too long because I'm going to upload it straight from the phone. There is one more thing I wanted to show off though. My uncle, years ago, found this in his yard. That's a lichen growing on it. He found this in his yard and it was broke. So he epoxied it into the stone, like sword in the stone. And he sent it to me for Christmas. And that's freaking awesome. This is Coastal Plains chert. Looks like a Kirk. I just wanted to show that off. Okay guys, I'm gonna clip in the stuff here. And I don't really have too much more to update. I gotta figure out the internet situation because in the RV, the personal hotspot on my phone only lasts like a few uploads. What do I got on my finger there? A few uploads. and then I'm out of data for that. So I might get a like Starlink or something like that for uploading videos. But my setup here at the table, at the table, is pretty comfy. I need better chairs, I think. I'm in the RV. 23 mile per hour winds, 50 to 60 mile per hour gusts. I hope my skirting is still around the bottom of the RV. This is insane. Insane. I'm trying to sleep. Making sure nothing's massively flooded here. Jeez. The wind is moving the whole RV. Seeming to come in bursts. Leah is at work. Crazy. Can't really see out there. Hoping nothing's too badly flooded, and I'm hoping those wind gusts don't get much worse. It is like 2 in the morning. Okay. I'm gonna try to go back to sleep. I'm on the couch. Just got my feet up. Ay. Working on this blowgun dart point. This side of the point is fine. This Munsungan chart. That side I had an issue. Some weird hinge issue. A freeze crack in there, just filled it with pitch. And that should work fine. Not a pretty point, but it'll work. I think you see a lot of these artifacts that look like that. They work just fine. Let's see here. So I'm working on this little flake of Munsungen, and it actually comes from a guy who collected it up in Maine. His name is Mike, I believe. Goes of Eye of Horus on YouTube. I talked to him on email. I'm not sure what his YouTube name is, but he sent the Munsungen to Brad Moore. Brad Moore sent it to me, and I'm making these little bird points. That's not finished yet, but out of flakes. So I'm just knocking off flakes off this stuff. Knocking flakes off of it, and then shaping them into little bird points. Alright, so I'm not napping inside, but I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Just taking a little piece of leather, taking the flake, just little tiny flakes, tiny, like that. Taking them off, shaping a little dart point. Alright, so I pretty much got that shaped up. You can see the flaking on it. Flaked both sides of the flake. Alright, so bamboo skewers. I already have one cut. So I cut the skewer point like that. I just sheared it off, but I left a little bit of the thinner piece because I'll show you that in a little bit. So I'm just going to take a razor blade. I'm going to kind of split it like that. Split. A little bit of pine pitch. Experimenting with it. It's just a little bit, and I let it soak in like that. Okay, I'm gonna take the point I made. We're gonna straighten all that out. Okay. Make sure the tip is facing extremely straight. If it's doing that, that is okay, honestly. Okay. Take my brick of pine pitch, cut off a little piece. I am using a cold steel blowgun. It's the one, I think it's the one Tim Wells uses, and it is incredibly powerful. So the pine pitch that I'm putting on is not strong enough to withstand those kind of forces, but for look's sake, and just giving it some extra grip and such, as well as making a spot that's very flush. I'm just taking these little pieces I cut off and putting them on the point, touching the skewer. Lining it up as best as I can, like that. and then heat it and let it drip down onto the wood end point. Alright, what I'm actually going to do on this one is wet my fingers, squeeze it. Then I'm going to take the extra pine pitch and put it down onto the shaft itself. And then I'm going to take the razor blade and cut some of that wood because it was frayed at the end. Smooth it like that. Put more pine pitch on again. Now this is after making I've made about 25 of these so far. And I'm finding what works and what doesn't. Alright. So you got the pitch on. Point is kind of funky, but it'll work. Kind of looks like one of those Salutrian harpoon points. Alright, then I'm still using the imitation sinew. It's working okay. And just wrap it around. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the tail end and wrapping it like that with the tag hanging off. And then as I wrap, I'm covering the tag and pulling on it to make it tight. Do you see what I'm doing? You can spin it. This is to prevent the bamboo from splitting further, as well as just giving extra strength. Come back around like that. Take the tag, fold it down, go over again, and this time I'm going to actually go up onto the point, around, across, and then one straight across the point. Straight across the point, but touching the pine pitch, then back down. So you see what I did? Little crisscrosses. Wrap it around my thumb once, make a loop, put it through, pull it tight, like that. Take the razor blade, cut the tag off. Now what I've been using to make sure that it don't, well, it's still kind of exploding. They're still kind of exploding, but not as bad. So what I'm doing is I'm taking clear grip Gorilla Glue contact adhesive. Got it at Home Depot, pretty cheap. And I'm taking just a little bit and I'm putting it on the point, the pitch, and the string, the sinew, and rubbing it all in. You're not supposed to use this indoors, I don't think. But I'm only using it on one. Also, back end. A little touch of glue on the back end. Now these are, these came with the blowgun. I've had questions about these. You can buy these separately. I'm taking the skewer and I'm putting it in and twisting it and making sure the glue really gets on there. smooth everything down, or unfold it to clip it when it dries. So just leave that to dry, and I'll be back to show what we came up with. This is the Munsungan point that I made for, I'm going to put this one on an arrow. Maybe try to hunt a rabbit with it. That'll demolish a rabbit, but I don't want to make it too small. It has to stay legal limit. So this is from the same source. This is also Munsungan, but this is a tan color instead of red. I think the guy that sent it goes by the name Eye of Horus, actually. Now that I'm thinking of it. So I'll get back to you when this is dry. So one of the things you're going to want to do is leave the tip as thick as you can. This is from a flake, so you could see what I did there. Left it thick there, but it's still sharp as heck. So just hit this gray. Knock that nice flake off. Took a little flake off of that. That's what I'm going to put on the blowgun. Took the pine pitch and put all these dark points on. This is the gray cream stuff that I just found in the box. Let me see if I can zoom on that. Even the freeze crack stuff is highly nappable. So if you have freeze crack stuff, I wouldn't mind it. Honestly. I'll show you what I got here. This was the first dart I experimented with that is not pine pitch. I'll leave that out of the batch. Some of the black and green you sent, some of the red. I'm gonna hunt with all of that. This one came out really nice though. See that? Alright, I just did a video on the Munsungan. Made a little blowgun dart point for the cold steel. Use this to hunt. Tiny little point, the size of my fingernail. Munsungan. And I actually used a shish kebab skewer for the dart. They work good.